in, day out, whatever you take the name, financial scam, digital arrest, what not is there. Each and everywhere there are lots of cybersecurity threats are there. And all of you also must be knowing that as per the projection, almost 1 trillion types of cybersecurity projection or predictions you can say may happen by 2033. It's an alarming number. We like the numbers, we like the growth, but not the growth in the cyber threat. So that's why actually you have to understand this line. And you know, government has taken some initiative also. They have put possibly 16.4% increase in the how to make the cyber security within manageable time. So these type of things are happening in the current year. So every day in, day out, the things are going on. And it will be very, very interesting session, I'm quite sure. One part I want to put it over here, so-called our Institute of Actuary India, possibly only the institute who are there by heart itself, AI in the name, IAI. With this part, I want to give it to Mr. Amit Dubey to just give this session, and I think it will be very helpful for all of us. Mr. Dubey.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. Thank you, all the actuaries. I am actually unable to even spell that because I'm first time speaking in front of so many insurance experts. Actually, I'm a cybercrime investigator. And whatever I have learned in my life, I have learned through criminals. And I truly believe criminals are innovators. They always teach us something new whenever we solve a case. A new modus operandi, a new technical vulnerability, human vulnerability, or a process vulnerability which has gone unnoticed before them. So today, I'm going to share some of these learnings with you. And to start with, can I have my presentation, please? Thank you. I always like to start my session with this line that I would love to change this world, but they won't give me the source code. So I truly believe that this entire world is a software program, and we all humans are like artificial intelligence plugins. How many of you have used ChatGPT? Can you just raise your hands? Almost everyone. And how do we make LLM? Large language models. We provide lots of data points to neurons, and through deep learning process, it becomes intelligent, very similar to our brain. Our brain also becomes intelligent because of the data points. So we all are the product of the data. We all are the product of the data that has been fed to us since our birth. If I would have been born instead of Jhansi in Romania, I would have become a different person, speaking different language, wearing different clothes, and eating different food. And proudly mentioning everywhere that I'm a Romanian. And then after 50 years, somebody comes and says, boss, you were born in India, I would be confused. Who am I? And that's what Arjuna asked from Krishna in chapter 13, Bhagavad Gita. That you are telling me Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. First tell me, who am I? And Krishna says, what do you think? You are Arjuna? No. You were there before Arjuna also. You will be there after Arjuna. Right now you are playing role of Arjuna. But why am I Arjuna now? Because of the data points that has been given to you since your birth. From your parents, teachers, books, newspapers, social media, television. And that's what we are consuming every day, and we become the product of it. So all our aspirations, all our likes, dislikes, fear, depends on those data points. And that's what this beautiful connect is known to criminals. They know this connect. And that's why they can manipulate you, and they can force you to do something, because they know this connect very well. Where is this data? You all have mobile phones in your hand, and we'll do some exercise. So if this moves next, I'm unable to take it. Yeah. We all know this place, Play Store, right? I'm just searching an application here, Facebook. You all can search in your phone. How many downloads of Facebooks are there? 10 billion. How many people are there in this world? 7.5 billion or 8 billion. And how many people have internet access? 4 billion. So it says a lot. We all believe in data, right? 10 billion downloads of Facebook. And if you click on this and go down, and there is an option called See Details. Click on that See Details option and go to the next slide. You will reach to this page where Facebook is claiming what data they have been collecting from your device since last 15 years. And what is this data? Just have a look. They say that I know how many devices you are using at your home. They know how many, well, all your locations, of course, every second of your location, approximate location and precise location, all your web browsing history, whatever you are browsing on your browser, all your photos and videos, even if you are not uploading on Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter, they take it. Calendar events, health and fitness record. How many steps do you take in a day? How much time you are sitting on sofa, and based on your age, they can map it to your fitness also. So after 2 years, suppose somebody comes to your doorstep, ring your bell, and they offer you a medicine. Boss, have it, because by evening you may have a heart attack. Then please have it, because Facebook knows it, right? They are doing it. Then all your emails, they are reading all your emails, all SMS or all OTPs, and other in-app messages, so any message that you are exchanging in any other application. All your contacts, all your voices around your phone, whatever you are speaking, they are listening. All your sound recordings, if you are recording your calls, they are copying that as well. All your audio files, so if you are sending voice notes, they are copying that as well. All your applications, installed applications, what do you do with those apps, what do you search in those apps, all name, email address, user ID, address, this is your physical address, where you stay. When you created an account on Facebook, did you give your physical address? No, we never told. And this is not your location. Location they have already taken. This is your exact address. So if you are living in a building at 14th floor or 17th floor, they know that you are living at 14th floor in this block with PIN code. So when you change your address, before it gets updated on the Aadhaar server, it's updated here. So nowadays we don't request addresses of criminals from Aadhaar server. We simply request from Facebook. Phone number. And then next, political and religious belief. Facebook says, I know to whom you voted last time. I know it. And they are not saying 10%, 20%, 30%. They say, I know it simply. Even if you are not watching any political video, even if you are not liking any political or religious video, they know, I know it. And that 200%. And then sexual orientation, your intention towards LGBTQ plus community. Your files and documents, even if you are downloading it from Facebook or WhatsApp or Telegram or Signal or email, they copy everything. And then your financial information, payment info, purchase history, credit score, and other details. If you are withdrawing cash, after withdrawing cash, you are moving to a place, doing something legal, illegal, they know it. Many such cases I have solved through this data. Jo aay se adhik sampatti, the income that you earn beyond your income. And I'm not against Facebook. I'm just simply showing you the data which they have accepted that I've been collecting. I'm not against Instagram also. They know. And if you search about Instagram, it is collecting more than this actually. So I'll speak against Google also. Because why to blame Facebook for something? Okay, next please. I think it's working here. What Google has been collecting. And this is really important because if you are talking about AI, you need to know from where this data is sourced. And what is this data? Today, if you ask from Grok AI, which Elon Musk has built, and you ask about yourself, probably it will start speaking about you. And so precisely, so accurately. How do they know so much about you? They are reading all your emails, all your locations, all your YouTube watch history. What did you like? What did you watch again and again? All your photos. This is about Google. And then all your, again, payment record and everything. Can you do it for me, please? So that we can finish it fast. All your drive files, all your calendar events. How many applications you have installed in your phone in last 15, 20 years? My last application was on August 20th, Android Key System Verify. I have installed 566 applications in my phone. Despite of that I have been changing my phone every 2 years. But this data is not changed. This data is centrally stored. This data is not in your phone. If you destroy your phone, you format your phone, doesn't matter. This data is there, and this is court admissible evidence. This is primary evidence. And based on this data, I have prosecuted many people. Then Android backups, blocks. Next, please. All your passwords, all your blogs, all your Android backups, all your contacts, all your, of course, next please, bank account details and everything. I'll just deep dive on location here. थोड़ा सा fast करेंगे मेरे लिए, please. जो भी कर रहा है, क्योंकि ये चल नहीं रहा. So you can see all other details, my events, activities, everything is recorded. Next, please. These all are my locations of last 15 years. Wherever I've been to, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Odisha, and so Google knows about you as well. And to access about your last 15 years of location, I just need one OTP. That's it. And I can tell you here 12 methods to steal OTP without touching a phone. 12 methods. You can search on Google. I have spoken in various podcasts. 12 different methods, simple methods through which I can steal OTPs from your phone. And we think that OTPs are making us safe, or passwords are making us safe. And I'll tell you your password here itself. I can reveal it right now. Because there are only two kinds of people in this world. Those who know that they have been hacked, and those who do not know that they have been hacked. Actually, we all are hacked, multiple times. And if you want to check that how many times you were hacked, you can open a web link, haveibeenpwned.com, HAVEIBENPWNED.com. Put your email ID there and it will tell you that you have been hacked 25 times, and there are your passwords. You can see your passwords, you can see your bank account details, you can see your all personal details. If you can search it openly on a website, even I can do that, right? And out of India also, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, UK, Ireland, Sweden, Denmark, wherever I have been to. And I can select a date. Can you please do the next slide? I can select here one date, and it will take me that what all I have done in that particular date, all through the day. Kar do bhai, next. Haan ji. So 17th May 2019, where was I? I was in Copenhagen. Where did I stay? I stayed in Cabin City Hotel. This is hotel address. When did I start? I started at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Where did I go? I took 19 minutes, 5.9 kilometers, and I reached to Embassy of India. I was invited by Honorable Ambassador to give a talk to their staff officers. I gave talk. I left at 1:31 and I went for lunch. What all I did, you can just keep on scrolling, and every second of record is there. And I'm again repeating, this is court admissible evidence. This is primary evidence that you can't change, you can't deny, you can't manipulate, because this is not in your control, this is not in your phone. And not only Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, there are 75 odd applications in your phone, they have been doing the same thing. Today, you can't access internet without giving your location. You can't. The moment you connect to some server, the very first thing goes out is your IP address, which is your location. Correct? You can't connect anything, you can't do anything on internet without giving your location. So anything which you are doing on internet, they know your location. Simple. So forget about that. You can hide it to some way, or you can use VPN. Okay, there are many people, those are endorsing VPNs. But for that, I give you some data points that in last 2 years, whatever cases I have solved with police, every criminal was on VPN. And we got them. Even the recent case of Delhi, where they were receiving hoax calls and emails, threatening emails from unknown people that there is a bomb in school or there is a bomb in flight, continuously coming for 2 months, right? One journalist came to me and he said, "Boss, why are you not able to catch them?" I said, "Give me some time. They're using VPN. We'll catch." And all 3 guys are arrested. So if you are thinking that you are using VPN and you will be protected, think again that there is a company who is investing lakhs and lakhs of crores, developing a server, offering you this service. Please use it so that law enforcement agencies cannot catch you. Why would they do so? They are doing it because VPN's logs are available in dark web at much higher cost. And we can get it from there. So you can't become anonymous anyways. This is first learning out of this. I'll tell a couple of cases. Can you please go to the next slide? And then probably we'll learn and we'll open the floor for discussion. A person lost 75 lakhs rupees from missed call. He just noticed few missed calls and he lost 75 lakhs. And I got a call from a journalist. Is it possible? I said, yes, it is possible. In fact, the journalist asked me that, Amit, can you hack thousands of people all of a sudden? I said, yes, it is possible. So I took him to a place like this, a 5-star hotel where I was speaking in an event. And I used the logo of that event organizer, created a QR code, I wrote there, free Wi-Fi, took a printout, and I asked him, please place 2 printouts here and 2 printouts there. Free Wi-Fi. And after my session, I opened my laptop here itself and I showed them that there are 16 people those have installed my application just for free Wi-Fi, and that is a virus. It is that simple. And then you ask that you are protected because you are not sharing OTPs. Okay, I'll tell you how I can steal your OTP also without touching your phone. So this person lost 75 lakhs, and I was defending all through the day on news channel that no, it is not possible through missed calls, but otherwise everybody will be looted. So wait, let me investigate. But the person is showing his phone. No, I didn't receive any OTP, no alert, nothing. Just few missed call and lost 75 lakhs. After a few days, this case reached to Delhi police. They started the investigation. I was also involved. And the very first thing we thought that there might be some application in his phone which is reading the OTP, sending it out and deleting it. Right? You all can check in your phone, go to settings, permission manager, privacy, camera, microphone, contact, SMS. There will be lots of options. Click on SMS and it will show you list of the applications those are reading your every OTP. So we checked. But when we checked, we found there is no application which is reading OTPs. Even not a single application. Then we thought, then it happened through missed call only. Then the DCP Central Delhi, he said, Amit, we are investigating this case after 5 days. There might be some application in his phone during that time when this incident happened. And it has been removed now, so we can't see it. I said, yet it is possible. Few minutes back, I showed you that I can see your last 15 years of application log. When did you install what? When did you uninstall it, right? I just checked in his phone and I found, yes, there is an application which was installed on Thursday evening and uninstalled on Sunday night. And that was a video editing app that had the SMS access. So we were sure that this was the one which had shared the OTP outside. But who did it? So we checked his location of both the times when the application was installed and when the application was uninstalled. Where was this guy? Few minutes back, I showed you that I can see your every second of location. When I checked his location of both the time, I found, yes, this guy was at his home both the time. Which means somebody from his home only could do this. And there are only 3 people, wife, 2 kids. So pehla doubt, wife pe gaya. But who can ask from somebody's wife? Not possible. So I'll give you a trick. Without asking someone, you can check whether the person has installed an application in your phone or not. You don't need to ask. But I'll prove this. One mistake that we all do, we have an Gmail in our phone and we protect our phone like this. There is a facial recognition-based detection and the biometric unlocking and PIN-based unlocking. But the email which is there in my phone may also be logged in my laptop or in some iPad or in some tablet or in some old phone which is lying in my drawer which I'm not using, right? If I get the access of that other Gmail for 10 seconds, I can create chaos in your life. First of all, I can access your entire dashboard that I have just shown you. All your locations, passwords, emails, everything. Second, I can install anything in your phone remotely. Play Store gives me this option that if my Gmail is logged in from my laptop I can install anything in my phone, right? So never ever do this mistake. And third, I can see your phone's activities of every second. You have to just type myactivity.google.com, myactivity.google.com, and I can see your last 15 years of activities of every second. And that is also quoted admissible. So his wife's email was logged in his laptop also. I just checked her activity log, what she was doing when the application was installed in her husband's phone or uninstalled. And we got to know that she was watching something on OTT when the application was installed, and she was not at her home when the application was uninstalled. She was outside. And we are assuming that installation and uninstallation is done by the same person. So wife is out of the question. Then who did it? Next doubt was on his son, who was 14 years of age. We cannot interrogate him. So I asked him, can you bring all the devices? And he got all the devices to investigate. When we checked the iPad or the tablet, I found that there is an application called Discord. How many of you know about Discord? Thank you so much. Discord is an app. Nowadays, every criminal is on Discord. Every kid is on Discord. Every teenage kid is on Discord. And many politicians are on Discord. Discord is a chat app like WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal. But why Discord? What kind of chat is that which they can't do on WhatsApp? Because Discord can give you anonymity. Neither your mobile number is linked nor email ID. You can create an account which will give you a hash name, #Kirk5372, and that name you can use to communicate with the entire world, or neither they would know your identity nor you would be able to find their identity. But if something becomes anonymous, if there is a potential to become anonymous, it starts getting used by criminals. So there are free Discord channels, streaming contents, games, coins, drugs, many things on Discord. But this kid was in touch with a girl on Discord. He was thinking that she was a girl. I know he was a criminal. And he sent him a link that you install this application in your father's phone, you will get 200 Robux points. Now, how many of you know about Robux points? Thank you so much. Robux point is the fastest currency of the world. It's a gaming currency. But you can convert that into a real currency in any country. And it's the fastest currency, faster than Bitcoin. And nowadays, India is losing $5 billion every year in Robux through money laundering. We all should know this. In this one such case, I learned so many things happening around us, right? And that's what I wanted to convey. That if you think that if your security is limited to your knowledge, your boundaries, your parameters, then you are living an illusion. I was doing the security audit of a bank in US, and the CISO asked, boss, we are 75 years old, we never had any incident. We are following all security audits and processes. You are wasting your time. I said, okay, give me 2 days. If I won't find anything, I'll give you a certificate that you are the best. So for next 2 days in my hotel, I didn't do anything. I didn't scan any of their asset. Rather, I did simple Google search. That is there any second or third party vendor of this bank which they have engaged recently? And I got a news that the bank has engaged a law firm for the legal services. Now my focus was that law firm. When I scanned the law firm's email server, I found it is not DMARC compliant, which means I can spoof their email. I can send an email from your email ID to anybody if your email server is not DMARC compliant. So I sent that email from law firm's email ID to the bank CFO with a request to share some sensitive documents, and they shared. And next day I showed these documents, see, this is your security. If we think that our security is limited to us, see, every day you deal with so many vendors. They are sending you bills, they are sending you WhatsApp messages, they are sending you emails. Just yesterday, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, they lost 55 lakhs because they paid to a wrong vendor, Google. And what they ignored, when they received an email from vendor's email ID, they just ignored one E. The same. So somebody actually created a lookalike email ID and sent them a new account details, and they paid 55 lakhs to another country's account. And this is not the only case. Every day I guess hundreds of such cases. Because of simple ignorance. Because we all are the product of the data. There is a case in Noida. I'll just take 5 more minutes because I like your silence. You are with me now. I'm able to hold you. There was a case in Noida. A startup company CEO, he reached to police station, he said, I'm getting a DDoS attack every day. And the Thanedar was confused. What should I do then? He said, no, catch that criminal. He is taking our server down every day. And then this company was funded by Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who is well-known cricketer of India. So I got a call from Mr. Dhoni. He said, Amit, please help him because this guy is suffering. And then I discussed with the CEO, why are you not using anti-DDoS system? And this guy said, we are using anti-DDoS system. Do you know DDoS attack? Every server has a capacity. If you send more requests to that server, which it can't handle, it will eventually be hanged or crashed. So if I want to take down any server, for example, IRCTC or any other server, normally people do DDoS attack. Distributed denial of service. Sending so many requests from distributed network to a server. But normally we have anti-DDoS system which can identify, okay, these requests are coming from abusive IPs or this is coming from same IPs, it can block it. But if the requests are coming from genuine IPs, genuine mobile numbers, it can't be blocked. So the CEO said that, boss, these all requests are coming from genuine endpoints. We can't block it. It was surprising. So I said, okay, give me the log. He gave me the log, traffic log. When I analyzed the log, I found that lots of these requests are coming from National Capital Region, NCR region. And then I randomly picked 22 IP addresses of Noida, because I live in Noida. And I sent a request to telecom operators, can you give me the mobile number of these IP addresses? They gave. I called those people that, why are you accessing this server every day? They said, no, we don't know about this server. We have never accessed this website. Then I got them all in police station. And I checked their phone and I found each one of their phone is compromised by Cloud9 malware. Just note it down, Cloud9 malware is a Russian APT group malware. If it is installed in your browser, and it can steal your passwords, it can also send requests on your behalf to any server. But who did this? Why are they doing it for a startup? A Russian APT group, they can attack any big organization. So it was much more sensitive then. And then I checked when their phones were compromised, random date, different time. When I checked when their phones were compromised, what were their location? They all were in Connaught Place in Delhi, same location. Different time, different date, but same location. So I called them that, what were you doing during that time? They said, we visited a restaurant. We just had lunch, had meeting and came back. That's it. So I, along with one police officer, visited that restaurant. Okay, let's have lunch. And when I asked for the order, the waiter came and he said, boss, after COVID, we stopped using physical menu card. There is a QR code, you can scan and order. And the moment I scanned QR code from my iPhone, there was a flick and my Safari was compromised. And I knew that it is Cloud9. I scanned the phone and I found, yes, it is Cloud9. So all these restaurants, many insurance companies as well, I have investigated their cases. Their websites are vulnerable. All hotels, resorts, hospitals, they don't consider security at a prime reason, though their websites are accessed by many people. So criminals, they hack their website, they inject their code there. Whoever is accessing their website, their mobile phones will be compromised. So then I checked the restaurant server, that who hacked their server. And I got the IP addresses from Netherlands, Germany, different other countries, all VPN IPs. Then somebody suggested that, boss, whoever has hacked this restaurant website, he would have visited once this restaurant to test whether this is working or not working on different phones. I said, yes, there's a point. So I checked the visitor log for the restaurant from the date when it was compromised, 1 week before and 1 week after. For 15 days, we checked all visitor logs and see if there is any pattern. And I got a pattern. There was a student who was coming every day, spending 1.5 hours, 2 hours in that restaurant, ordering same thing. And then we got that student, we arrested him. And after little bit thrashing, he accepted that yes, I hacked this restaurant website. Then why did you do so? And he said, see, I was working in this startup company as an intern, and they didn't pay me. And I was not happy with the CEO. And I was in touch with the Russian APT group, and I wanted a zero-click malware. So I did this deal that I'll hack a couple of restaurant websites, and that will enable you to compromise thousands and thousands of phones. But my request is that please make a DDoS attack to the server every day till this company gets shut down. And now this is much more easy with AI. This is much more powerful with AI. Now if I need to hack your password, I don't try random passwords. No. I simply give your social media and LinkedIn details to AI. And they give me a dictionary. Based on your wife's name, kid's name, pet name, date of birth, any combination that you have tried. And we know your old password also through haveibeenfound.com. So that pattern helps us to predict what could be your next password. AI gives me 4 or 5 passwords, and one of them works. So we should be aware that what kind of world we are going to. And there is no insurance for that. People are losing heavy money every day. Average loss in India for a digital arrest case is 3 crore. Average loss. 100,000 crores in a year we have lost last year in cybercrime. 100,000 crores. And there is no insurance. This is a huge opportunity. There is an app I'll recommend, Mobi Armor, that can help you to, in fact, understand the cyber hygiene of a person before you try to insure him. Because we have limited time, probably I may not cover many of other case studies, but I'll definitely make my point strongly here that this all is happening because we have never given an iota of seriousness on our data points. We have lost all our 15 years of data. That's why there are so many AIs, powerful AI, those can profile us, can read our minds, and can create challenge in our life because we all are the product of data. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's really sometimes looks very scary whenever we look so many data, so many things everywhere. Last 15 years, 20 years, we do not know what we have done, but somebody else is know what they have done. I'm not sure whether I can compare them with the God or devils who know each and every moment of ours than us. So in this caring part, I really want to understand from you, as you rightly said that AI is there to create help them to really create password or OTP or whatever I can take on. Can it be used the other way around? I can try to utilize the AI which can be protected me in such a way that the AI is my own good friend who can be with me to safeguard me throughout for this type of situation.
Definitely. So if you just search on GitHub, in last 1 year, how many LLMs are built for positive or negative use of AI? You will find 80% LLMs are actually intended to give you some negative use and 20% positive. For example, there is a tool called AI Firewall. The AI Firewall can prevent such kind of DDoS attack because it's AI. So it can, in fact, even if you are simulating an attack, it can predict. Cisco has launched an AI Firewall. Many companies have launched. Then we have deepfake detection algorithms because you can open a website called thispersondoesnotexist.com. Just open it. And you will find a human face. And every time you refresh this website, you can have a new human face, or a lady, or a boy, or a girl. And you will be surprised that because of that Gen AI tool, the world has already created more than 8 billion human faces. Those do not exist. And there are beauty pageants, there are competitions, there are social media influencers, those are AI. I'm predicting that in next 5 years, we'll have more AI influencers than the human influencers because they can influence easily than the real person. They are more intelligent, they are more witty, they can read our mind and can perform the way we want. And this is happening. So many such industries will have a revolutionary impact, and I always make a statement, sir, that criminals are innovators. And the first user of any innovation is a criminal. If you can find of last 100 years of history, even when ChatGPT was released on particular month, 1 week before that, there was fraud GPT and dark web. And 1 week after that, we had worm GPT, which can create worms and viruses and malwares. Which means criminals were not waiting. First you bring ChatGPT and then I'll bring my version of it. No. They were doing the research well before this positive research. They had enough money. They were funded. And just one more data point. How many of you have received that IVR call that your courier phasa hua hai or no dabai hai? Dekhiye. Yeah. Everybody. And multiple times, right? If I'm assuming that there are 80 crores people, those have mobile phone in India, I'm sure 40 crores of them have received that call, multiple times. Suppose everybody has received 10 times that call, 400 crores calls. 400 crores calls to generate from IVR may cost you 15 crores. Criminals have good money. They are doing good investment. And police do not have that sort of investment to counter that.
Yeah, I think I have lots of several questions, but I want to give the chance to anybody else wants to ask any questions. If you can raise your hands. Otherwise, I have lots of questions. Oh, yeah, there is one. Can you pass on the mic, please?
Thank you for the very informative session.
Thank you.
One question that, so what we see is that we have no control on the data or any other thing. then in your experience, how and what we trust and how can we protect ourselves?
Very good question. See, the only solution is awareness. If you know your data is out, you are protected. If you don't know that your data is out, then you are vulnerable. See, if your Domino's is hacked, and tomorrow you get the next day you get a call from somebody impersonating Domino's, that I'm from Domino's, you ordered this pizza, it was delivered at this address, this was the configuration, this was the price, this was the cold drink and everything. You start believing that person because you think that this data is only with you or with Domino's, right? I'm calling from insurance company. This is your last premium. This was your insurance number. This is your date of birth. This is your PAN card. This is your Aadhaar card. You start believing that person. You think that this data is only with you or with the insurance company, right? That is the mistake. If you know that this data is already out, if you know that your locations are known to everybody, then you are free. Then nobody can do anything with you. Believe me. ये दुनिया एक माया है. जीना इसी में है. एक witness की तरह. If you get involved, then there is a problem. If you get influenced, then there is a problem. If you live this world as a witness, there is no problem. Nobody can cheat you, nobody can do anything with those data points, those are leaked. That's why I quoted Bhagavad Gita in the beginning, because the final solution is there itself.
So any other questions? Yeah, please.
Hi. Amit, this was a really good session,
Thank
very
you, ma'am.
insightful. What do you think is the role of these companies, like these large companies like Apple and Google? Don't they have a responsibility here? And like, what about like with the DPDP law coming in? Are we going to hold them accountable for this?
Do you think that they are doing it ignorantly? This is a very well-planned move. Why are they collecting so much data? Do they want to show you advertisement? No. They can show you advertisement without collecting your so many details, like political or ideology or religious ideology. They don't need to connect, right? Why are they collecting so much data? Not because they want to sell you something, not because they want to show you advertisement. That they have been doing anyways since the time of televisions. Now the purpose is different. The purpose is AI. Because they want to control you. Because we all are the product of data. Your aspirations, your dreams, your likes, your dislikes, your political ideology, everything will be controlled by them. And that is their final vision. This is really scary. And there are lots of studies happening around the world. When this Pegasus issue was raised in 2019, how many of you know about Pegasus? Very few, okay. Few of you know. Thank you so much. Pegasus was a malware. It is a malware developed by NSA organization Israel, which gets installed in your iPhone through missed call. You get a missed call on WhatsApp and it will compromise entire phone. Now, and you get this missed call on WhatsApp, not normal call. You get a missed call on WhatsApp. Now, when iPhone was offered you, they said this is the best security product and military-grade security. Nobody can crack it. Nobody can see into it. Similarly, when WhatsApp was offered, military-grade security, end-to-end encryption, nothing, we kept it server, so blah, 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 everything. Arey bhai, this is also secure. This is also secure. We get a missed call on this, and this is compromised. How can this happen without they marrying each other? So there are lots of such reasonings which can give you clarity that this is happening not ignorantly. This is happening because there's a well-defined objectives.
I think we are almost time. I think we have been really waiting for lunch quite some time. Last question, possibly? Yes, please.
कुछ लोग तो lunch करके वापस भी आ गए.
That's me. Thank you for a wonderful session. Good
Thank you, sir.
insights.
Thank you so much.
My name is Manoj Agrawal. I'm with Banking Frontiers magazine. I see a lot of videos on YouTube telling us, you can do this to secure your phone.
You can do
So many videos how to secure your
home.
phone.
Phone, okay.
Phone, Android phone. And these are pretty complicated. So I'm saying, instead of each one doing this, can the regulator or government or someone, telecom authority, mandate some kind of settings upfront so that our devices are more secure? Do you see something like this happening?
See, Government of India, they are trying. Even sometimes they are not aware. Just last week when I released a video of 12 methods to steal OTPs, Department of Telecom retweeted that video, Ministry of Electronics and IT retweeted, and then many offices from PMO. Because they are not aware. I found it because I was discussing with kids and they told me. So this information is not in books or on Google. Sometimes when you are investigating a case, then you realize that how criminals are innovating and they find a new methods to commit that crime. Then only we take an action. So our actions are always after the crime. And that's what I'm doing. I'm playing that role. I keep suggesting, and this is happening. So now RBI has given a new guideline. TRAI has given a guideline that they release limited number of SIM cards. In fact, we are also bringing a delayed payment system where after an amount, if you are doing an UPI transaction, there'll be a window, 30 minutes window to approve. So that if you feel during that time that this is not a genuine transaction, you can still stop. So such kind of things we are implementing to reduce the risk and to avoid such kind of situations. But you are right, sir. Many of these settings we can do by default. But even if we do these settings, we can't ensure 100% sort of security. The reason is, I'll give you an example. When Twitter was acquired last year, within 2 weeks it was hacked. Within 2 weeks. And then FBI started the investigation. They arrested 3 kids. 17 years old Nima Fazeli from Orlando, 19 years old Graham Ivan Clark from Florida, and a 21 years old guy. Actually, the 17 years old kid was the hacker. He hacked Twitter. Rest of these 2 guys were selling it on Discord and on dark web. So we can't assume that Twitter ke paas configuration settings nahi thi. Or they were not using antivirus or firewalls or routers or gateways or AI protection or security operations. They were having everything. So the point is, we have misunderstood the security. Whenever I solve a case, I normally find that the kind of innovation criminals are doing, they are challenging Stanford, MITians and IITians. Because the way we think of security, they don't consider it in that way. And probably when we'll have detailed session, I'll explain you that their thought process is entirely different. They don't know many of these things, security provisions and everything. Beyond that, they find a way to execute something.
Thank you, Mr. Dubey. It's really encouraging, sir. So many things to know. I know maybe 40 minutes may not be enough to hear you. We'll be in touch with you to get some more knowledge. So with this, I think I can conclude the session. Thank you.